We've just arrived in Podgorica, the capital of Montenegro. Online, it's often called Europe's most boring capital city. But what if we told you we found a secret wine cellar hidden inside an old Soviet military hangar?
It was a state secret until the 60s or whatever it was.
Over the next 48 hours, we're going to find out whether Podgorica really deserves its reputation.
I thought, this is nice, but it's like missing a bit of energy.
Or if it's one of the Balkans' most misunderstood cities.
Never experienced something like this, ever.
So join us as we start at the very center of the city.
Welcome to Podgorica, the most boring capital city in Europe, allegedly. And Sarah and I's 18th country together. How does that make you feel?
I can't believe that it's already our 18th country, honestly. It's been such a journey, but I'm so ready to explore more of them and more of Podgorica.
Right now, we're in the Independence Square of Podgorica, which was to celebrate the independence of Podgorica and Montenegro from the Serbian kingdom, I believe, in 2006. So we're going to explore this city for the next 2 days. We'll try and get outside the city as well, if we can find a scooter rental or something. But in the meantime, we really want to try and prove that Podgorica is not the boring city that everyone thinks it is.
We actually arrived here just about 1 hour ago. We just left our bag at our hotel for the night. So far it's so quiet. I think I've never been on a capital city that feels so quiet ever before. It looks like being like in a small town somewhere. It's a Friday day. It's Friday. It's almost 10:30 and there are many people around.
The quietness definitely makes it feel good though for like filming a YouTube video, so we don't get any of that sort of like everyone's watching us awkward feeling so often.
That's so true. Wait guys, something very cool is that so random, there is a Hard Rock Cafe.
There is
right
a Hard
here.
Rock Cafe. But something that Podgorica is quite famous for, because the city itself was bombed to the ground during World War II, is its brutalist architecture. And I can already see a good chunk of it over there, that side of the square, which is really unique. But I think we're going to go on a little hunt to see if we can find some more over the weekend as well. So should we go see something else then?
Yes.
All right, let's go explore the city.
Babe, it's so pretty. Come see, come see. I love how in different level this park is made, and the water of the river is so blue. It's so pretty. Maybe we should go down and check it.
So our first major stop in Podgorica today is at the old Ribnica Bridge, which is also called the Ali Pasha Bridge because it was built during the Roman times and then it was renovated in the 18th century by Ali Pasha, one of the Ottoman people. Gets you from one side of the river to the other, which means I suppose it works.
I didn't know it was from Ali Pasha. It's the same builders that built the
Maybe
bridge
not.
in...
Maybe it's not Ali Pasha. I just made a mistake. Ali Pasha is the bridge we saw back in Gjirokastra. This is Aji Pasha Bridge.
This place is so pretty. Honestly, I feel that this will be my happy place if I would be living here. I can already see myself getting some beers with my friends, come here to chat in the evening and just enjoy the view of the lake. And maybe, do you think it's swimmable?
I think you're allowed in.
Are you allowed?
Yeah,
you know what you remember me? Sometimes in Switzerland you can float in the river. This river will be perfect to get some floaties, you call them?
You can do, yeah, like inflatables, yeah.
Get some inflatables and just put them in the river and just let the river brings you around.
It's right at the confluence of where the Maracha River, that big one over there, meets this smaller Ribnica River. But if I spin you around, it looks like towards the end of the summer, you don't really get any water in the Ribnica River. So I suppose if you come back in spring, it might be worth seeing.
It's so quiet in here. Listen. Nothing.
I can see our next brutalist architecture place.
Which one?
Hotel Podgorica.
That's what I was pointing.
Yeah.
I was like, that's very brutalist.
Yeah.
But that's an example of what I was saying before. It feels and look very heavy. I still haven't had the time to educate myself. Maybe I need your phone. So we are actually reading right now and
and the dog come and interrupted it.
And so the brutalism architecture seems to be a stark post-war style characterized by a massive block-like structure primarily made of like raw and unpolished concrete. Fun fact, it was first built in the UK in 1950s.
And it's just crazy because I've seen tons of apartment blocks that are built like that in London, but I never considered them to be brutalist. I didn't know what brutalist was until recently.
I really want to go back to the UK now and see that.
Have a look. Do a Brutus architecture tour in London.
It's not super cold.
No, it's okay. Oh, that would be refreshing, I think you'll find.
Exactly, yes.
Anyway, let's go to the fort. So this fortress was actually called the Depedogen Fortress, and it was built in the 15th century just to look over the river, basically. But fun fact about this one is that in the 1800s, it used to store ammunition as a warehouse, and it was partly destroyed by a lightning strike.
How can a wall be destroyed by a lightning strike?
The lightning hit the gunpowder and the ammunition and it exploded.
Wow, that's very bad luck though.
It's quite bad luck.
Do you think it's this refurbished? Because it looks so perfect.
No, I say like from the drone, it looks like this place is so far buried underground now that there's not a ton of fort left.
Okay.
So I don't think it's refurbished. I think it's just, that's a 500-year-old rock.
Okay, that's insane. But also, what are the chances that a lightning strike down right at the spot and explode everything? Do you know where it happened?
No.
Wait, there is a hole there. Should we check it out?
Yeah, I can put you in it.
But oh wow, yeah, there are a lot of glasses, so I'm not gonna do it. But it looks like an old well where you take the water from.
Well.
An old well.
Walking through this like random neighborhood next to the fortress though, and this is the most rustic basketball hoop thing. I don't know what they're called, hoops, aren't they? Yeah, that I've ever seen. Just completely made of wood and rusted metal.
As long as you have a hole to do the goal,
that's what
works.
most men say.
But this is the most quiet capital I've ever been to.
This feels like a small suburb in a small town in the UK. Exactly what we're walking through at the moment, I'd expect from a beach town in the UK.
I feel like I don't even want to talk too loud because maybe people are still sleeping, even though it's basically midday. I mean, look even at this house. It's so pretty. And this road, it's so stuck back in the years in such a beautiful way.
It's like a nice corner table over here.
So we're working in this neighborhood that apparently is the Old Town. I even didn't know that, but actually makes sense. Anyway, I was so thirsty that thanks God we found this lovely little cafe. It was a small door, a little bit decorated, and we just decided to go in, and it's simply stunning. Now we're enjoying a cold drink, very well deserved, and I'm sipping on my homemade pomegranate juice.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, look how nondescript this door is. What a nice little find for a cafe. Anyway, let's continue with our tour.
Welcome to the clock tower. Here behind my back, it's very lovely, very central in the plaza that we are, and it looks quite short.
So it's not that short, it's actually 19 meters tall, and one of the fun facts about this clock tower is that it is one of the few structures that actually remain standing after being bombed during World War II.
It's insane. Actually, Ryan told me before that the city was bombed down to the ground during the Second World War, and it's amazing that this is still up nowadays.
Yeah, it was renovated in 2012, so...
I want to say that it looks quite...
Yeah, it is a renovation, but it did survive the bombings. But originally, it was built, I have it on my phone screen here, it was built in the 15th century.
So in 14,000?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And the plaza itself looks really nice as well. It looks like there's a few restaurants around and some houses, but also some more like stone Ottoman buildings. I have a feeling that one might be our lunchtime spot.
Hello. Hi, can we have a table for two?
Sure.
One this one. Which one you prefer?
Either or.
Can I sit down here?
Yeah. So this restaurant is actually like the typical traditional restaurant that everyone recommends on like blogs and YouTube videos that I've watched and stuff. So hopefully it's not too overrated in terms of food. But I think I'm going to ask for a recommendation of what to eat because, as we said, I don't know anything about food here in Montenegro. What's the most like traditional Montenegrin meal?
We are traditional restaurant.
So all of it,
Every meal
everything.
is traditional, but not most of traditional. Maybe
Okay.
popeci, podgorica.
Okay, I'll take one of those. Is this Nishiko?
Chichko.
That's a beer from Montenegro.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Fantastic.
Chichko, it's Montenegrin.
Oh,
Perfect.
The best of the world.
So the very first thing on the menu to come up is this beer, which is backwards for you guys, but it says Nijagara
Nikšićko. Something like that. Anyway, let's try it and see what the only Montenegrin beer tastes like.
Cheers. Oh, it's a nice one.
I like that as well.
It's sweety, citrusy, it's refreshing. Are recording?
Yes, for YouTube.
Oh,
Famous?
Oh no, I wish. I wish we were famous.
Hello from Turkey.
Hello from Turkey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my god, your goulash is brimming over the edge of the plate. I think you should go for some first.
Should I?
Go for it, dig in.
I'm really concerned that it might be a little bit hot.
Do you not want a spoon?
I don't know. I'm so excited that I forget how to eat it.
Oh, that meat looks good. That is a packed out.
I could literally cut it with a spoon. Tremendously amazing.
Tremendously amazing.
Oh my god. It really melts in your mouth.
Oh, that's the tenderest meat. I feel like I have had slightly better tasting like broth in my goulash, but the meat is very, very, very good. But it's still very good broth, don't get me wrong. I just think I've had better. Okay.
What did you get again?
I can't remember. I took a picture of it so I can remember what it is. Podgorički Popetsi.
Podgoričkim.
Meat roll stuffed with ham and cheese. So I think it's a little bit like your Viennese.
I will give you a 10 out of 10 on the pronunciation.
Thank you. So if I cut it open, there should be cheese inside. Oh, it is, but it's not runny cheese, it's goat cheese. That is really good. It's basically like a deep battered sausage in the UK with a little bit of goat cheese inside with melted creamy cheese on top. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it doesn't taste like goat cheese, but it has that extra touch of like spiciness of the cheese. So good. Great food.
Okay, it's not just a tourist trap. That was absolutely delicious. If you're ever in Podgorica, then Podvalat is the place for you for a lunch.
Just keep some space for the dessert because I am stuffed and I'm sure the dessert will taste so good.
We're just gonna pop back to the hotel. If it's good, if it's a nice room, we'll show you. If it's not, you'll see us afterwards, so keep it a surprise. So we got back and it turns out this apartment is very nice. So Sarah's gonna give you a tour and you better be nice.
Welcome to my house, guys. Come in, come in. First of all, it's very nice because it has very lovely stairs with some decor on it. The first things you can see is the open kitchen with a lovely table. All the kitchen amenities, a fridge, microwave, everything, it's ready for you to cook. And here we have the living room, which is honestly is huge. We have a huge sofa. It's definitely comfortable. I will definitely allow my friends to sleep here. TV, Wi-Fi, we have a big balcony, and then we're gonna go to the other direction. Follow me. The bathroom, which honestly I was surprised because it even have a washing machine. We can even do our washing here. Everything you would expect in a bathroom. The bedroom, which is very sexy, is very, I like the sparkling dark
Oh, I didn't see that. It's like a
there.
feature wall.
It's very cool. Oh my god, this is the most comfortable bed that I've ever sit on. Like, look.
It's so fluffy.
So fluffy.
And just like all of our videos, we'll leave the link to this place down below in the description. And we're about to charge our stuff for like 15 minutes, then head back out into the city. And next we're gonna go see a church. And I'm super excited because it's not gonna be like any church you have ever seen before, trust me.
I haven't seen it yet.
How cool is that?
Wow.
That is nuts.
What even is the entrance? It looks literally like a war bunker.
It does kind of look like a bunker, yeah.
It's stunning though. Maybe this is the entrance? If the entrance is closed, ring the doorbell at the school entrance on the other side.
This doesn't look like a church. This looks like a community center. I don't know if we're meant to be in here.
I don't know, do you wanna go play basketball? We're not gonna enter from this side.
Yeah, let's not do that.
But we are inside. So we definitely are making progress.
Okay, so if that's not the entrance, I don't know. Should we, I suppose, do a lap around and see if we can find another door?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the door, but we can
There's a
check.
door. Might not
Yeah.
be the door. Okay, let's give it a try.
I don't know, is this a bell?
I don't know.
And etc. It's possible to see church. Yes.
So we found some success. We made it inside the church, but they have asked us not to vlog. So we'll talk about it when we get back outside again and let you know what it's like.
Insane.
So it's third time lucky. That is the door, and you do have to ring the bell to get in, but it's like silent in there. So I think she asked us not to vlog, just to probably not talk, I'd imagine. But that was one hell of an experience. I've never experienced anything like that in my life.
It was insane. It honestly looked to be inside an unfinished building because you can still see all the raw walls. It feels like they still need to come and paint all of them, but it's finished. It's like this. And it makes you feel so small. Plus, it's very dark.
It's very dark in there. Yeah, it's very like, it feels very Gothic. Like I know it's not a Gothic church. It's nothing near a Gothic church, but it feels it. It feels like something out of like a Gothic book or something like that. I can only imagine what people's, like the choir would sound like singing in there with the acoustics.
That must be nice.
Yeah.
Actually, you can come here and experience the Mass every Saturday and Sunday.
And just in case you wanted to know, there was a couple of leaflets and a couple of information boards. And this church was built in 1969. Okay. And it was replacing another church that was bombed during World War II. And now it's built in this brutalist architecture. And it's the only Roman Catholic church in the entire city, which is pretty cool. That's pretty nuts to think about, especially in such like a, well, I suppose this is a very Orthodox Christian country. But yeah, oh, and it was built to look like a ship.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that though.
Wow. I think this is probably one of the coolest things we've seen today, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we got a little bit more exploring to do before the day is done yet, so we should probably hit the road.
Let's go. It's a beer fest.
Something.
Oh, there may be a barbecue day.
Dancey, dancey. So all this greenery means that we've arrived at Gorica Park, which is this huge park to like the northeast of the city centre. But right at the entrance here, there is one thing we got to see. This is the old, I'm sorry to jump from one church to another church, but this is the oldest church in all of Podgorica.
Ooh, I'm excited to see it.
12th century. This church is unbelievably small, but like so super cute at the same time. I think we need to go inside and see what the oldest church looks like from the inside. It's very, very small. Quite high though, with this really beautiful chandelier hanging from there. But it doesn't seem like your typical church with pews and then an altar at the front or something like that. It seems like more of a chapel, maybe I want to say.
It's very interesting because it's break down in two different rooms. This one, which is the biggest part, and then I guess the altar side, which is the one on the other side of the arch.
Oh wow, this must be the old part. There's a fresco on the roof that looks like it's been there for centuries. It would be over 900 years old if it was the original paint.
And you said that this is an Orthodox church?
I think it's Orthodox, I don't know.
Because it's like the one in Tirana, there is a big Jesus on
In the top, yeah, that would make sense. This might be an old style Orthodox church.
That would make sense, yes.
So this is a map of the entire Gorica Park. We're here at the moment at this old church. But look how huge it is. I don't think we're gonna get around all of that today. So I think we're gonna try and go to this monument and see what that's about. It's crazy though, because I just put the drone up to film the church and I decided to obviously get some drone shots of the park because we're right next to it. And it looks like there's just this hill of trees right in the center of Podgorica. Obviously not like the center of the city, but they built houses around it. And the closer you get to the park, the more trees there are. And it looks like the park kind of encroaches out onto the city. Kind of cool.
There are some trails that you can follow, which are open between 6 and 10 p.m. And I'm not really sure where to go.
Maybe up the trail rather than down the stairs.
Okay. It's like Narnia, or like in the bridge of Terabithia. Like there is this circle, which I don't know what you could do, like probably just...
Sit there, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, we were leaving the side quest area.
And as always, we always find turtles around, walking with us the cyclists. Hey, no, baby.
Except from his head's gone.
Oh no, we scared him. Do you like my scratches, baby? This is the partisan fighter monument. It's massive and stunning.
Is it remembrance for the war or something?
Is the partisan like, oh partigiano, portami via, bella ciao, bella ciao? It's the same thing.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
It's called the partisan. I can't check on internet because I don't have internet, unfortunately. And when the sunlight that comes from behind it, it looks so magical.
Admittedly, the monument does look a lot better if you arrive from the entrance and not the side like we did. But we took a long way around. It's my first TV in the back of a taxi. I've never seen that before. Have you seen that before?
No, it's the first time. I think it makes me feel very excited.
So currently we're walking past this massive stadium. I remember seeing it on many drone shots I took today. I don't know what it's used for. Maybe football? Someone let us know in the comments. We couldn't finish our first day of exploring without coming to check out the Millenium Bridge at sunset. So here we are, and we're about to walk across it. This bridge is super cool though. It's like a suspension bridge, and it was built in 2005 and is about 173 meters long.
And
I didn't Google that.
did it?
No, I did, yeah.
It actually looks really much like a whale skeleton, and it's very beautiful. Actually, it's 6 now, so this should be about the busiest time of the day because people are finishing work. But still, in the road, there are, a few cars, but it's not that busy.
The water looks really weird over there. It's very flat, and then it hits these rapids, but like, the change is almost instant. Honestly, it's cool to come and see this bridge. I'm gonna get the drone up. You've probably seen some drone shots already, and I'm sure it looks beautiful from the sky, but it's kind of just a new bridge. We were walking across the Millenium Bridge and we heard this like bassy music from the distance, and I saw this area of green on my drone. So it looked kind of like fun. And we thought, does that sound like fun in the most boring capital city in Europe? So we're gonna go check it out and see what's going on.
The bass is basing.
As it turned out, the bass we could hear was actually a pop-up street food festival, which I need to voice over just to avoid a copyright strike. But our impromptu visit to this event definitely kick-started a great evening out. There was a huge stage with a DJ blasting dance bangers, and after some investigating, we discovered that we could trade money for these little tokens, which in turn, we could swap for beers, leading to 2 happy little humans.
Yeah.
After said pints and watching this strange dog, we checked out our food options.
They had burgers, they had falafel, they had anything you want, and had beers and good music.
Restocking on those magic tokens, Sarah chose food from the Arabian Tea House and also celebrated a little personal win.
20,000 steps.
And I went for a Montenegrin cevapi sandwich. Despite the rather concerned look on Sarah's face, she did in fact enjoy her meal, and mine was pretty flavourful too. And then it was back home to prepare for a rather surprising night out on the town.
We are out on a night out.
Sort of.
Kinda.
Sort of. It's about an hour later. We went home to freshen up a bit, and I've heard that the streets around where our apartment is, like literally outside, are supposed to be really good for nightlife. So it's a Friday night. We're going to go out for a few drinky poos, and we're going to see what this nightlife is like, to see if it is fun nightlife in Europe's most boring capital city. First thing first though, I think Sarah wants some wine.
Yes. Table for 2. This one?
So first stop of the night is a pub called Morrison. I think it's a bit of a British pub affair, to be honest. And we got our wine. I got white,
We got red.
and mine came with ice. And like Sarah said before introducing the pub, they came in a bottle, which is nice. Cheers.
Cheers.
Probably a good wine, to be fair.
Ooh.
Nah, it's okay. It's not the best wine.
It's a good red though.
Yeah?
It's a little bit watery, but it's really intense as well.
Anyway, I think they're going to have some live music playing in a sec. So we're going to sit here, enjoy our bottles, small bottles of wine, and then we'll move on to the next place and take you there as well. So we found a table in a place called Munken or Manken. Yeah, something like that. And we have the same beer that we got for lunch earlier. Cheers. Sarah got a small one because she's tired.
So we're gonna drink this here, enjoy the vibe of the live music that I think's inside, and then head to another bar.
Yeah.
At this point in the night, some local Montenegrin men started putting down firework boxes on the floor. We didn't really know what was going on, and we started to get a little bit concerned, if you catch our drift. But about 15 minutes later, to our complete surprise, the streets of Podgorica lit up with fireworks and cheers. Honestly, we had no idea what was going on. We have never seen or experienced anything like this before. It just seemed so random and spontaneous, but hey, it was a great show. So we just asked the lady in the bar and they said it was good luck for the football game tomorrow. I don't know. There's a lot of fun in the most boring capital city in Europe, I gotta say. But we still have one more bar to go to. So let's go find it.
Let's check it out.
We made it to bar number 3, which, Happy Ryan, is a craft beer bar, by the way, called Academia. I got a large IPA, Sarah got a small Weiss beer.
It looks bigger than yours.
It's definitely not though.
Put them together. Okay, maybe mine's still a long yours.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep, that's a good IPA.
Mine tastes like pineapple.
Pineapple.
Very nice. This is a good spot. They have live music. It's really local people, young kids.
And it's 10:30 and it's starting to get really busy out. Well, it's past 10:30 now, it's almost 11. And it's really starting to get busy out. It's fun. It's good nightlife. Yeah, I'd give the nightlife here like an 8 out of 10.
Everyone is dressed up so nicely and it seems that everybody's ready to go out. I love it. It's so nice.
We're going to finish off these beers and then we're going to head home and get a good night's sleep.
I can't wait to touch the mattress, guys.
The mattress, the very comfortable mattress. And we will catch you guys tomorrow for the rest of the adventure in Podgorica and hopefully beyond.
Good night.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good morning from day 2 here in Podgorica.
Morning.
It's actually not the morning, it's almost 2 p.m. And we had a slow morning this morning, trying to figure out what to do today and arranging some bits and bobs. We went for a coffee, we had a nice pizza for lunch that we shared, and now we're walking through the Old Town because we have arranged a rental car for this afternoon. Originally we wanted a scooter, apparently all the scooters in the city are unavailable. So now we are going to pick up a car and we're going to go venture outside of the city and try and see a few things that we're not sure how they're going to be.
Hey.
Hi, good afternoon.
Nice to meet you.
Ryan, nice to meet you.
Sara. Nice to meet you.
This is your car.
Amazing.
Picture scratches or take a video.
Yep, we did that before we leave, yeah.
And contract.
One for me, one for you?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Fantastic.
Bye, thank
See
you very
later.
much, bye-bye.
Thank you.
So we got ourselves a Citroen C1 here. It was 45 euros for the day, which is generally not too bad. It's still a lot cheaper than most of Europe, with a €100 deposit, which we obviously get back later. And yeah, we're gonna use this to try and go see some areas that other people would struggle to get to, I suppose.
Let's go to see if we have more luck than when we were in Gramsci. We made it.
So it took us about 15 minutes to drive to Nijagara Falls from the city. Let's find out, it's a moment of truth, if there's any water or not.
Oh, damn. That's a little bit underclimatic. Well, there is no water here, but I will say that to see the silver lining, that the rock formation are insane. I guess we should have not come here in September.
We didn't have high hopes in the first place, to be honest, but we were coming to have a look anyway. But I can only imagine what it looks like. Oh, there's people down there.
Well, we can walk at it.
All right, so we're walking down into the canyon. I don't know if it's called a canyon or just a big hole in the ground, but honestly, this place is drier than the desert.
Yeah, I can't really imagine how this place will be with water. I believe that the water just reached this level, so people can come here to take a swim, probably in the natural pools that get formed.
Oh, I don't know. I'll put videos of what the waterfall looks like so that everyone can see, but I don't know if you can swim in it.
No, you think they're gonna...
No, yeah. So I suppose at this point, I am literally walking along where the water should be coming over for the waterfall. So I suppose in spring, maybe winter, maybe even early summer, I wouldn't be able to stand here. It's actually crazy to me how deep this like canyon gorge is and how much water must be here during the spring, but then it can just and dry up during summer. It's not even a puddle.
Maybe the gods use it to cook pasta.
I wouldn't say that was a complete failure.
I think it's beautiful to see. Like, I think that only maybe 20% of people see it that way when they come, because usually people come when there is the water. But we had the opportunity to see what there is underneath, and overall it's very cool to see.
If you do come here, you can actually stop on the road where we did and just have a look over from that barrier where we started, or there is a massive restaurant here as well, which I assume is where everyone comes and hangs out and eats food and chills when there's water and goes swimming and whatever. The next up on our list of to-do is to go to the aircraft hangar wine cellar. But the guy that rented the car to us told us that you kind of need to book in advance. So we tried to call someone and they didn't pick up. So Sarah had a look online and it looked a little bit, we don't know. So we're gonna turn up and see what happens, and hopefully someone lets us in.
Let's go ask if we can take a tour.
You are together with the guests?
No.
We were wondering, because we would like to do an experience.
Did you saw on our website the packages and everything?
Yeah.
Did you decide maybe what do you like it?
We were thinking about to do the first one because he's driving, so he
Okay.
cannot drink. So I will
Okay,
drink.
so 23 euros.
Yes, correct.
Okay. I will check with the guide. I think maybe one is free now at this moment, just to check.
Okay.
It won't be possible. We have the option to pay entrance fee, that
Okay.
is 10 euros per person. So you can look around, make pictures and have one glass of the wine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that would be
okay. So we
fun.
can try
Is
to.
that's okay?
Yeah, yeah.
If not, okay.
If not
just
possible, that's fine.
Don't worry,
Yes.
don't worry.
Perfect, thank you. And if you do just turn up, there is like a whole wine shop type deal here that you don't have to pay to come and see. So you can come and get a bottle of wine.
Yes, I'm excited. Maybe we should bring one back to Tirana to celebrate.
Yeah, my boss told me that you arrived and you want a tour to the wine cellar.
That would be really cool, yeah.
Okay, welcome again to our wine cellar, Shiptrani. My name is Luca and I'll be your guide shortly for today. Before we begin, I want to tell you some words about history. This tunnel was used to be a secret military bunker that was opened in the 1960s when Yugoslavia was the Balkans, until the 1990s when that wasn't secret anymore. And because of that, in the 1999 bunker was closed, and in 2006 in our company we decided to open here something more interesting and more definitely, that is wine cellar. And since 2007 this wine cellar is open for no visitors, for you. You can feel how it's cold inside, like everyday temperature is from 16 to 19 Celsius. Humidity is very high. Every day about 80% humidity. Because of that here we don't produce, we here just storage, only red wines.
We like red wine.
We do.
These big barrels, they are made from two types of oak. French oak and Slavonian. Biggest one there in the middle includes 10,000 liters. On the sides of that one, 8,000 liters, and others 5 and 2,500 liters.
Thank you, Vala. I don't actually know if we're supposed to drink it yet.
I am holding it in a weird way. Can you just hold it? I have to change my... Okay, thank you.
The wine that you have now in your glasses,
Yeah.
that is Vranac.
Okay, yeah.
Montenegrin local endemic sort of the red wines, and the most popular. We are here now with the hill Shiptrani and the wine cellar Shiptrani. All these green that you can see here, it's our vineyard just of the red sorts of the wine. White sorts are around the hills because white sorts needs to be in the shadow, they need more rains and more humidity. And the 65% of this vineyard is that Vranac sort that you are drinking now.
Thank you, Luca. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to Luca.
To Luca, the
best
guy.
wine.
Well, that's lovely. It's smooth.
Is intense but smooth. I agree.
Delicious.
It's very different than how it smells. But let's go check out the cellars.
Merlot 2023.
2024, Cabernet 2024. I believe this is the wine we are currently drinking.
Oh.
Ribnica 2004. Special vintage because we're drinking it. I don't know how much I'm allowed to drink and drive though. You might have to finish it. Sad times. So we've reached the end of where we're allowed to go. He said that these are full of the Vinec from 2006, so a super vintage wine. You can see it's completely covered in dust. If you sneak a peek through, this old hangar bunker thing goes a lot further than here.
Well, I have the feeling that a monster will appear from down there.
So I was walking around and I was wondering if this is real rock. So I thought maybe it's like fake rock that they put over the mountain. So I came here to have a quick touch, and it's definitely real rock, but I reckon they've spray painted it grey. But I have no idea what they would do back in secret military hangars back in the early 1900s or mid 1900s. So if you know, let me know.
It feels so good to drink wine in the middle of all these barrels into a bunker. It's just so cool. It's not like a thing that you can do every day. Or when you go in to do wine tasting, usually it's into these normal places for wine tasting, but here we are into a Second World War bunker, which is...
That was a state secret until the 60s or whatever it was, 90s maybe.
They transform it in such a good usage. We like wine. This was such a cool experience, guys. Honestly, I'm a little bit sad that we haven't had the opportunity to do the whole wine experience, but this was the best 10 euros that I spent today.
Yeah, it looks like you can do a wine pairing thing. Sarah couldn't understand the Montenegrin on the website, but it looked like they had 5 different glasses on the table set up for the next group with cutlery and everything, so that would be a great time. But it wasn't the failure we thought it was going to be when we first got here. I didn't think they were going to let us in, so thank God for that. We have arrived at the monastery that I cannot pronounce the name of, and there's a ton of parking here, but there's only 3 cars or 4 cars here at the moment, but it looks absolutely stunning. Are you ready to go in?
I am so ready, and I just read the reviews on Google Maps, which is free of charge, parking and entrance totally free, and it's super worth it. So I'm super excited to see how it is. And now we're crossing the Arch of God.
Don't cough in the house of God.
I'm sorry. I think it's the most unique looting structure I've ever seen in a religious spot. I'm not really sure how to describe it. Does it remind you those type of houses in the middle of Petersburg in Russia?
It sort of looks like a Christian pagoda to me. So I've just noticed that up there on the frescoes, and Sarah said I need to tell you guys because she found it super interesting, but they have the depictions of what real biblical angels are supposed to look like, rather than your standard humanoid looking angel. Fun fact for you. Should we go in and have a look?
Yes.
See what it looks like inside.
It looks very pretty. I
fun.
wouldn't mind to live here.
See if we can find a cave.
Yes. Maybe I'm gonna convert, babe.
Must be the cave. You're gonna go in. It is open. The door is open. Wow. This is the original part of the monastery.
This is so cool. I have never seen such a monastery. You can still see the frescoes, and I think that this one must still be the original one.
Oh, 1897 this was founded. It's about 130 years old.
That's amazing.
So, that's the main room. But there's a corridor here and a corridor here. This one looks bigger, so I'm gonna go down that one. Oh, it keeps going.
Look behind you, there are still all the frescoes.
Oh, yeah. They're peeling a bit, but you can still sort of see it. There's more of the real looking angels, not the humanoid angels. The entire cave is full of paintings and memorabilia. I don't know which ones are old. I mean, ones like this, that looks super old, but ones like this one look very new. I haven't seen anyone working here yet though. We just walk in for free, there's no one, no priests or anything.
The door were just open.
The door's just open for everyone to come. Yeah, this is certainly an experience. What is down corridor number 3? Oh, this is tiny. Oh, this is it. This is the size of the other one.
Oh, it's so tiny. Why people decide to create this monastery inside a cave? Who knows?
So in the grand scheme of things, this is a really great monastery. It's probably one of the cooler ones I've ever visited with that cave, but it also is fairly small. It looks big from the outside, but you really only need about 10 minutes here to see everything.
But if you like or you fancy some peaceful places to reset a little bit, this is a great place to be. And not only for the monastery itself, but you can even just stroll here around the garden, check out the olive trees, sit down on some bench in the shadow, grab a book and just read it. It's just a lovely place to reconnect with yourself, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so we need to have a serious conversation about Podgorica. It's technically day 3 at the moment. So yesterday after we dropped the car off, we went for an aperol, then we had dinner, which led to a beer, which led to a really lovely and delicious cocktail bar, which led to more beer, which led to not being led into a club, and then led to a really 2 a.m. drunk gyros.
I almost fly away, by the way. I was awesome, I think. I can't really remember that.
It was a good night, but we came here to this church today, which is, by all accounts of historic buildings, quite new. It was consecrated in 2013 to talk about what we think about Podgorica being the most boring capital city in Europe.
So I have to say, it's not the most lively capital. It's nothing compared to Berlin or to London, but I think it's also not fair to compare it to any other huge European capital. I think they are still developing, so there is nothing really super crazy to do here in terms of activities, or not that really we found, but I still enjoy my time here. At the end of the day, we had the 3 days pack of activities. We also had the time to decompress and just be present. You know, sometimes we visit capital city and there is go because you have to cover so many different spots. On the other side here, we just chilled more and kind of merge better with all our surrounding, if that makes sense. So I think it's definitely not the most hectic city, but it still gives good vibes and fun.
So I came here, really on the intention of trying to prove that this is not the most boring capital city in Europe. And I gotta say, to start with, I wasn't overly impressed. The first day here when we were doing all those activities, I thought, this is nice, but it's missing a bit of energy, this city. But then we ended up going to the street food festival, which was a ton of fun. And then there was that whole event with the fireworks when we were out drinking, which was really cool. And that wine cellar we went to was so much fun. And I sort of changed my mind. I think Podgorica has found a nice little corner in my heart, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a city that we will remember for what it is.
And we came to this church to do this little piece to talk about Podgorica, and they're having weddings in the church, one after the other. There was something going on with a band and music, and then we saw the bride and groom come out and they were celebrating, and then another one went in. So I think there's pockets of things to enjoy and see around the city if you look for it. But otherwise, if you're coming here for high energy activities, then maybe Podgorica is not for you. And if you enjoyed this video, then give it a like. If you want to see more travel adventures, subscribe. Next week, we're going to be in Bosnia and Herzegovina, country number 19 together.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll catch you next week.
See you guys.